Hey everyone, it's AZRAEL. I want to do a little message to law enforcement. Local, state, federal, all of y'all. And this is my message. I invite you to the Libertarian Party. And those of you that are already in part of the Libertarian Party, I congratulate. Listen, we don't want to be at war with people who believe in doing the right thing. And I think, for the most part, law enforcement, actual police officers who want to do the right thing are in these police departments, federal agencies, and so on. I think overall their mentality may be strong, but I invite you to the Libertarian Party for a major reason. Because I want you to educate yourself. I want you to be the patriots a lot of you claim to be. I want you to educate yourselves and understand liberty, limited government, unjust laws, safety laws, drug laws. These are all things that are not part of the Constitution. So I invite you, please join us in the Libertarian Party. If not, research the Libertarian Party. Most of all, read the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. Nobody wants violence. Nobody wants to see unarmed people hurt. Nobody wants a civil war. Nobody that's realistic and down to earth. Because, let's face it, a civil war, a lot of innocents would die. A lot of battling. War is not something any libertarian wants. Nobody perpetuates violence. If you have to use force to enforce your views are no good. And as a libertarian, we believe in NAP, the non-aggression principle. That means that we're not going to attack. We're defenders. We're defenders of liberty. We're defenders of the Constitution. We're defenders of the Declaration of Independence. And we don't believe that government is the answer to everything. Clearly, government's not responsible. $24 trillion in debt. Not to mention the shit show that's going on. So I invite you to check us out. And for those of you who are hardcore Trump supporters, I see Trump doing things that are libertarianish. I also see him doing that are very leftish. But I do see bipartisanism, which is very interesting. And something that I just saw him say today on gun control, about how there's already background checks. However, I do not support the red flag laws. Because once we give them that inch, they take a mile. But is there psychopaths out there proposing threats? Yes, there is. Okay, but what about those who you red flag that are not threats? Who are not going to attack unless attacked? We have to take these things into consideration. We have to understand that we are a constitutional republic. We are not a democracy. We also have to understand that these laws that they put into place for profit is not a constitutional thing. Okay, someone doesn't wear their seatbelt, that's really their own free choice. I don't care what the studies say. If they don't want to, they shouldn't have to. Simply put, there's no helmet laws in a lot of states, I'm sorry. I myself was in Florida, no helmet law, got T-boned on my motorcycle, and should have been dead. Actually was dead. But I'm not. And I didn't have a helmet on. I had on a pair of sunglasses, a tank top, jeans, and a pair of boots. Now, granted, I'm messed up. I'm full of titanium. Arthritis is ripping through my body. But the helmet did absolutely nothing for me, other than probably make me more retarded than I already am. But I was already retarded, so it doesn't really matter. Listen, for real, I invite you guys to the Libertarian Party. I invite you guys to become part of the patriotic system. I really don't want to be at war. I really don't disagree with some of the things you guys say. But mostly, I know I'm a big voice against you all. I am part of the police accountability. All right? So in order for you guys to become respected again and to do the proper things, and I'm seeing it, I'm not saying it's not happening, we got to stop the bullshit. Come on, protect and serve. We all know that's horse shit. Warren versus the District of Columbia specifically states that police have no duty to provide police services. Why are you guys protecting the politicians and the rich? Why? Why? Most of you ain't rich. Most of you all are struggling Americans just like us. All right? We want you guys to be the upholding citizen that you are when you've attained that badge. And when you get these guys that are shooting unarmed civilians in the back, dogs, and just the incredible things that's going on, granted, I know that anytime you have a large amount of number of people, you have idiots. Okay? And nobody's perfect. I'm sure some of you have made mistakes. I'm sure some of you will. God knows I'm not perfect. I'm damn close. Just kidding. But no one, and you guys shouldn't have special treatment. You're under a lot of stress, and I'll be the first to say I would not want to be a uniformed officer. The amount of dickheads you probably deal with is uncontrollable. But that doesn't mean become one. Listen, it is easier to control small pockets who hate each other than one large unity. Okay? The thin blue line thing, it's got to stop. All right? I understand it's a code, it's your sign. Yay, we're a thin blue line, it's our unity, it's your brotherhood. I get it. But you work for the American people, and our color's red, white, and blue. You already have a unity patch. It's the American flag. Understand? It's the same flag they drape over your coffins when you die. It's the same flag that's draped over the soldiers' coffins when they're dying. It's the same flag that we held up to represent freedom. Okay? And my libertarian friends are like, you can't idolize that emblem. No, I totally get that. But it is a representation of freedom. It's a representation of this great nation. And history repeats itself. Those who fail to understand history are doomed to repeat it. We are a dying nation. Every great nation has fallen. Can we change history? I don't know. It's scary. It's scary out there right now with these groups like Proud Boys and Antifa, and seriously, it's got to stop. We all live in this house together. Let's start looking out for each other. Love thy neighbor. Forgiveness. Remember? You're religious or not, it doesn't matter. You believe in God or you don't, it doesn't matter. I force no one to have those. But it does say one nation under God. But it's your religious freedom to choose whether you believe or not. And I'm not one to tell anybody to look for it, because that's your own free choice. It is your free life. Let's be the greatest nation again in the world, to give these people the opportunity to live their life the way they want to. As long as you're not hurting no one, they don't care what you're doing. Okay? You want to do drugs? Do drugs. But don't be out on the streets. Do that stuff in your home, your private home. Don't hurt kids. Don't hurt animals. Don't hurt anybody. Okay? You want to be a badass? Join the military. And let's free those who are oppressed. Right? And I'm not saying the military is even perfect, because the government controls and 14 years of illegal wars and all the corruption. It's crazy. What I really say is love and kindness, because as far as we all know, you only have one life. You don't know. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I've lived multiples. Maybe I'm not alive at all. Who knows? Who really knows? This is AZRAEL. Listen up. Come on, guys. Join us. Become part of the Libertarian Party. John McAfee, 2020. Until we lose that nomination and McAfee tells us to support the Libertarian candidate, John McAfee. And there's other Libertarian candidates. Justin Amish, Kim Ruff. All excellent stand-up people. Ron Paul, John McAfee, 2020. Peace out, guys. And you're not told enough in this world that I love you. So you know what I'm going to tell y'all? I love you. God bless this country.